If you own a Mustang Mach-E or any electric vehicle, this story will get your attention. If your range doesn't seem normal, then take it to the dealer to get the battery health checked before you are left stranded in the middle of a busy highway, as this true story says. A Mach-E owner who stopped at Tesla to charge says the incident happened just weeks later and it left him stranded in traffic with his family in the car. Welcome back, everyone. This is Armen Haryans from TorqueNews.com. Brandon owns a 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E and says, if your range doesn't seem normal, then take it to the dealer to get the battery health checked before you are left stranded in the middle of a busy highway. He had noticed this past summer that he says, my Mach-E range seemed to be lower than it typically is, but I associated it with the normal gasometer behavior. It just guessed it's low, and maybe me having a lead foot. We take a trip up to the Smokies. By the way, it's very close to us. Also in North Carolina. So they take a trip up to Smokies, couple of months. As he says, we live under 3 hours away and consider it our second home. Beautiful place. And he says, usually if the temps are above 65 degrees, we can make the trip there without having to stop and charge. But this past year, we were having to stop once or twice to make the trip. Still, didn't think much of it until late October's trip home. We stopped and on our way back to charge at a Tesla station, and I was caught off guard by the fact that charging to 80% from 20% only added 40 miles of range. Temps were in the low 80 degrees, little to no wind. We almost had to stop again, but made it home at 5% charge. Then the incident happened. Late November, we were heading to a Thanksgiving dinner with my wife and 2 sons in the car with me, 2 years old and 7-year-old. God bless your children. When we lost all power pulling out onto a major busy highway. I thought it would let me get fully over, but it just came to a halt with the stop safely now message. We had to get out of the car fast with vehicles actually flying by on the highway and swerving to avoid us. Had it towed to the dealer on November 23rd and finally got the car back on January 23rd, 2 months later. The issue? My high voltage battery health dropped below 71%, and Ford apparently has a safeguard built into display the car if that happens. Had to have all modules replaced. We only charge at home and a couple of times out of the year when we fast charge probably equals less than 5% in the calendar year, yet our 2022 Select Railway Drive Mach-E's battery degraded that much to the point of failure at 31,000 miles. I've thought long and hard on this on the past couple of weeks since having the car back. We have had some mild 70 plus degree weather here this week, and my range is honestly back to what it was like when we first got the car. That all being said, don't let some people on Facebook or on social media discourage you from having your car checked out if you aren't getting that range you feel you should be getting. You and I know it's winter and you will get a lower range. I know that, but if that continues into warmer weather, your HV battery could be going out, and if its state of health drops into the low 70%, degrade will leave you stranded. I had posted on here because back this past summer about noticing not getting the range I had gotten before and was bombarded with laughing reactions and gasometer this or that. Trust your instinct, especially if you are still under warranty. Thank God I was covered under warranty. I will also add that if you have any sort of body kit on the car, Ford will have to remove it, and they don't consider themselves liable for damaging it. Sadly, they did damage mine, and I have had to repair it myself. That's Brandon's full account, friend. Now let's talk about what this really means for Ford Mustang Mach-E battery degradation, electric vehicle owners, and the broader electric vehicle reliability conversation. First, the technical side. Friends, The Ford Mustang Mach-E, produced by Ford Motor Company, carries an 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty or 8-year, 100,000-mile minimum 70% capacity retention in many markets. That 70% threshold matters. Why? Brandon says his high voltage battery health dropped below 71%, triggering what appears to be a built-in safeguard. If that's accurate, this wasn't gradual inconvenience. This was a hard shutdown event. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Battery degradation in electric vehicles is typically gradual, and everybody knows that. According to industry data from organizations like Recurrent and other electric vehicle battery analytics firms, most modern electric vehicles lose around 5 to 10% in the first few years, then stabilize. A drop to nearly 70% at just 31,000 miles is not typical behavior for a liquid-cooled pack under normal conditions. Would you agree or not? Let me know what your experience is, friends, in the comment section below. It may help other fellow electric vehicle owners. So Brandon says he actually primarily charge at home and fast charge less than 5 times per year. You heard that. That's a very moderate charging pattern. That's not extreme. No repeated 100% DC fast charging abuse. No heavy commercial duty cycle. Just normal family use. So what happened? There are few possibilities. One is module imbalance or defective cell group rather than uniform degradation. In modern electric vehicle battery packs, one weak module can drag down overall usable capacity and trigger protective logic. Replacing all modules, as Brandon describes, suggests a systemic issue, not just software recalibration. Second possibility, battery management system calibration error that only reveals itself under certain load conditions. However, the fact that hardware modules were replaced implies something more substantial. Third, isolated quality variance. Every automaker has edge cases. The real question is how common this is. And here is my kind of opinion, which I believe may be an informed opinion, and I would like to hear what you think about this. I don't think this story means the Mustang Mach-E has a widespread battery reliability crisis. I have test-driven several Mustang Mach-E at torquenews.com, and I have loved them. You can find them at torquenews.com, but I will try to find a few of them and have the link in the description of this video, so you see that I'm positive about Ford Mustang Mach-E. We simply don't have data suggesting systemic early HV battery failures across the fleet. However, I do believe Brandon's experience highlights something more important. Range behavior changes should never be dismissed as just winter without verification. Too often, electric vehicles are told that declining range is normal. Not always. And yes, cold weather range loss is real. Wind, elevation, HVAC use, all of that matters. But Brandon observed range decline in summer. He saw abnormal charging results 20 to 80%, adding only 40% of range in 80 degrees weather. You heard him saying 80 degree weather. That's not a typical gasometer fluctuation. That's not winter weather. That's not cold weather. When a vehicle consistently requires extra charging stops in warm conditions compared to previous years, that's diagnostic data. What stands out most to me is not the battery failure itself. It's the highway shutdown, losing populations, losing propulsion's power while merging into a major highway with 2 young kids in the back seat is a safety event. And many of you are fathers, and I'm a father. You know it's a safety event. The Stop Safely Now message is designed to protect the battery and vehicle systems, but from a driver's perspective, it feels abrupt and dangerous. I understand why Ford builds a safeguard below roughly 70% state of health. Running several severely degraded modules could cause further damage, but I would argue that automakers must balance hardware protection with controlled limp home capability in certain traffic scenarios. Now the positive side, friends. Ford covered it under warranty. That matters. Ford did it right. An HV battery module replacement out of warranty could easily cost 5 figures. Brandon avoided that outcome because his car was under warranty and Ford did it right. And his range is now back to original levels. That tells me the fix worked. There is also a broader trend here. As electric vehicles age, battery health transparency will become more important. Tesla provides a fairly accessible battery health estimate via service mode. Other automakers are catching up, but consumers, car buyers deserve easy access to accurate state of health metrics without needing to push hard at a dealership, right? And Brandon's final advice is something I agree with strongly. Trust your instincts. Now it's winter time. If someone says that, oh, it's winter, you should have known that the range drops. No, not always. If your Mustang Mach-E or any electric vehicle range suddenly drops in warm weather, that's a different story. If charging behavior changes dramatically, if your efficiency numbers don't line up with your past experience, get it checked while you're under warranty. Because once the coverage expires, the financial stakes change. Numbers rise. 5-figure spending. Now I want to ask you direct questions, friends, about this situation. Have you or any one of you guys experienced noticeable battery degradation or unexpected range loss in your electric vehicle or Mustang or Tesla, whatever it may be, especially under 50,000 miles? Because this vehicle was, I think, around 30,000 miles, right? And has your electric vehicle ever triggered a stop safely now or similar HV battery shutdown event while driving? And how did your dealer handle it? Share please your experience. The more real-world data owners compare, the clearer the picture will become, because in the EV era, battery health isn't just a number on a screen. It's reliability, safety, and peace of mind. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please visit us at TorqueNews.com, where you can find lots of experts deep diving on automotive news and real stories like this. And check us out. God bless you, everyone, and I'll see you soon in our next report. By the way, if you like this report, please give us thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate you, and see you on Monday.